So we have a couple of Game 7s. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. The Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Vancouver Canucks, and of course, the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll be taking a look at all those series. My predictions for the Game 7 winners. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. We're so close to 500 subscribers, so help us on that road. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so first things first. Now, I'm actually a little bit more active on Instagram right now, so if you're not checking out our Instagram, follow our Instagram at goalline_hockey, and check us out because we have some really good content coming out. Now, my plan is after all of these Game 7s, I will be doing a live story talking about each of the games in depth at the end of the night. So that's what we'll be doing moving forward, just to get more content out there for you guys. I know it's a little bit more difficult with YouTube and stuff like that, but anyway, let's get right into things. So, like I said, check out our Instagram. All right, so starting things off, looking at the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers, who are in a heck of a battle right now. You have the Islanders, who led the series taking command of the series, going up 3-1. They did that against the Capitals. They did it against the Florida Panthers. They won the series 3-1 to the Panthers. And they had the same thing here with the Philadelphia Flyers. It was the setup routine to close things out in Game 5. They were unable to do that in Game 5. They really looked as poor as they've looked in Game 5. They go into Game 6 playing probably one of their better comeback games, if not one of their best games of the postseason. Unfortunately, it comes up short. Carter Hart looked unbelievable for the Flyers, 49 saves on the day. Matt Barzal was back in the lineup, which is huge for the Islanders, but unfortunately, it was not enough. The Islanders got over 50 shots in that game. They were not able to get things done. Now, who do I have winning this series at this point? You know I'm going to say the New York Islanders, but I am a little bit concerned. I'd be kidding if I wasn't. I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers have had a lot of bounces going their way, and not to say that they haven't earned those bounces. I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers have been a very solid team. There's a reason they were a cup contender going into the playoffs here. They're a solid hockey team. They found a way to grind their way back into this series, and now it's any man's game now. It doesn't matter. It's life or death for both sides. So the Islanders and the Flyers are going to have that same desperation in Game 7. We're going to truly find out who the better team is here in Game 7. So now we move on to the Vegas Golden Knights and the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks were down 3-1 in this series. Jacob Markstrom went down with an injury. We have now found out it was a groin injury, and that was a pretty big loss for the Vancouver Canucks. But Thatcher Demko has come in the last two games, and he's played unbelievably well for the Vancouver Canucks. He puts up 42 saves in his first NHL game, in his NHL debut in Game 5, and then in Game 6 last night, he records a shutout, and not only does he record a shutout, a 48 save shutout for Thatcher Demko, and this is just a great opportunity for the Vancouver Canucks to maybe pull out the upset on the Vegas Golden Knights, and that's who I think is going to win. I think the Vancouver Canucks with Thatcher Demko, unless the Vegas Golden Knights are able to pile on a bunch of goals. Let's be honest, for most of the last two games, they have dominated, but Thatcher Demko, hello, he has come in and shown the NHL world, listen, I'm the new starter in Vancouver. Goodbye, Thatcher Demko. Goodbye, Jacob Markstrom. He has really asserted himself there in Vancouver. They scored a couple goals. Jake Virtanen getting that early goal in Game 6 really set the tempo for that game. Quinn Hughes gets on the board. We're going to be in for an interesting Game 7. I wonder who the Vegas Golden Knights are going to go with in between the pipes. Did they stick with Robin Lehner, who has struggled a little bit recently, or did they go to the Stanley Cup veteran Marc-Andre Fleury here in Game 7 after a little bit of controversy earlier in this series? We're going to have to wait and see how that works out. But in my opinion, I think the Vancouver Canucks pull out the victory. I think Bo Horvat gets the game winner as well, and sending the Vancouver Canucks to the Western Conference Final. So now that wraps things up. Now we head to the third matchup. The Tampa Bay Lightning have already qualified. They are advancing to the Eastern Conference Final. So we have the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars. And the Dallas Stars really were like the Islanders and the Vegas Golden Knights, really asserting their dominance earlier in this series. And, I think the smart thing would to be go with the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche have been really solid. They've got the scoring power. They've got the guys up front. But listen, I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars here. I think Anton Khudobin or Ben Bishop, whoever ends up starting, they're going to have a comeback game. And I don't know if Michael Hutchinson is going to be able to do this for another game. I think the Dallas Stars find a way. I think their superstars get going. Rupe Hintz, Denis Gurianov, Joe Pavelski. Joe Pavelski gets the game winner, and he's sending the Dallas Stars to the Western Conference Finals. So let me know about my predictions. Do you think I'm wrong? I'm sure some of you disagree with the last one, especially with Colorado. I don't know. I have this weird feeling with the Dallas Stars right now. I really like the way they've been playing, that leadership they have in that room with guys like Big Joe Pavelski and Ben Bishop. Those guys have been there before. So I really like the Dallas Stars there. So just a quick recap. You've got the Dallas Stars. I think the Dallas Stars win Game 7. Game winner goes to Big Joe Pavelski. And then you go on to the New York Islanders Philadelphia Flyers series. I think the New York Islanders pull off the victory in a close game. Both goaltenders are going to play phenomenal. I think the Islanders pull it off in a 3-1, 2-1, 1-0 game. I think it's going to be low scoring here in Game 7. In that series, might be a snooze fest in Game 7 there. And then you've got the Vancouver Canucks and the Vegas Golden Knights. I think the Vancouver Canucks pull off the upset. Thatcher Demko is playing so well. I don't think he gets beat here. I think we are going to see the Vancouver Canucks move on, and I think Bo Horvat gets the game-winning goal. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of my predictions? What are your predictions for these Game 7s? Let me know in the comment section down below. And like I said earlier in this video, make sure to check out our Instagram, as you will be getting, as the game comes to an end, I'll be doing a quick recap every night talking about these games, and we'll be starting that off tonight. So that's it for this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.